What's happening? It's your girl Estelle, and you are in tune to MixxHER TV.
Yo, what's going on? It's your boy Devin J. Ricks, and you're now watching MixxHER TV.
Hey, what's up, you guys? It's your girl Stubbs.
And I'm your girl Misunderstood.
And this is MixxHER with Nella Community TV. And we are just here to bring you a great show mixed up of a variety of things.
As usual.
You know, how you feeling today?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm doing great. Don't you guys love this shirt? Are you representing DC?
Well, I just found out that me and our guests today are twins by complete accident, but I got this from a street vendor. And of course, my skirt came from the thrift store.
I love it. I like that red hat. You know, Miss Understood is always hooking something up. As with me, I actually got on the thrifty myself. I got this out of my mom's closet.
Okay.
Mama had this, so I said, you know, Mom, let me borrow this, and I just love the wing on it. So,
yes.
You know, I like to think I can fly.
Hi, Miss Tyson.
Like R. Kelly. Think I can fly. So what's been going on with you this week?
Oh, God, nothing. Just getting ready for some community events that we have coming up and some more venues that we'll be taping live. So why don't you tell everybody how they can get us to their event?
Well, if you would like us to come out to your event, just send us an email at MixxHER2X's, HER@gmail.com. And you can also catch us on Facebook inboxes. Hit us on the DM on Instagram, MixxHER TV and MixxHER. You know, though, it's summertime now, and we want to come out to some fun events. Just don't invite us out to sit down in the air conditioner. I like the air conditioning, but I like to be outside.
I want to be in the air condition.
I knew she was going to say that.
You better give me an air conditioned tent. I sweat. Look at me. I'm oily now.
Shout out to Men Aiming Higher. They're going to have us outside soon.
When?
Yeah, it's coming up. That's all you need to know. We're going to be outside. She's going to be there. But guys, we're getting ready to get you in the mix for a great show on today.
Yes.
And you know what time it is.
What's hot, what's not. So I'm going to leave her to it, and I'm going to join the guests.
All right, let's get to it. All you got to do is do it. Do it now. Okay, let me stop. All right, today my what's hot and what's not is going to be water. That's right. We're talking about water because it's getting hot outside. And you guys need to make sure you drink enough water to rehydrate your body when it dehydrates. So first thing I want to talk to you about is what's hot. Now, what's hot is that you can add a squeeze of fresh lemons, cucumbers, or a splash of something that you like to spice up your water, because a lot of people don't like to drink water. Also, folks, to all my folks looking to lose weight, if you drink 16 ounces of water 30 minutes before you eat, it will fill you up and help you not to put on as many calories. So make sure you check out your water for what's hot. And what's not is, you don't want to drink those water bottles that you found in the car. I was going to do it the other day, but Misunderstood told me not to. Something about the BPA of the bottle can cause cancer. So ladies, I know you're running, you're running quick. Don't grab that bottle of water. You don't need it. That has been your segment of what's hot and what's not. Remember, if you want to sponsor it, just email us at MixxHER@gmail.com. Now let's go back to my girl, Misunderstood.
All right, what's up, guys? We are here today, and we have two very special guests, okay? One of us are dressed like twins, and then the other one is feeling all godly. I would like to thank Fox and Akil for coming out today. How are you guys?
How are you doing?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing great today.
Both of these gentlemen have a very, very, very deep story. So I don't know how we're going to break this up in the amount of minutes that we're going to do, but we're going to make it work. We're here to talk with Fox in regards to overcoming shadows and we'll define that at another time. And then we have Mr. Akil, which will be closing out with a poem today. How do you feel about that, Stubbs?
I'm excited. You know, the topic is moving your past to your present, and so many times people don't see how their past created the person that they are on today. So I'm glad to have these people. And then, I mean, twins. I want my shirt.
Twinsies.
Somebody better send me a shirt.
This is actually my clothing line, Street Politicians.
Somebody better send me a shirt.
Yeah, we got to be rocking them.
It's like we didn't get the memo.
I know. I know that's from a vendor, though. It was a complete accident.
So we're going to bring you guys a show where we're going to be rocking one of those Street Politician shirts.
Yes.
All right.
Right, Fox?
Yes.
He's going to hook us up.
Yes, being as though Akil already cooked for us, we're just getting spoiled over here today.
Yes.
The food was everything. He doesn't want to be promoted as a chef, but the food was delicious.
Yes, and you see my eyes was closed for a long time. I love to eat, so thank you for that, Akil. I really did.
I'm glad you enjoyed it.
Yes,
What was on the menu? I missed it, man.
Yeah, you missed it.
You didn't get the memo. He didn't get the memo of the shirt.
See?
You didn't get the memo of the food.
Okay.
And
I guess that was payback. Maybe that's why I didn't have a shirt. Maybe that's why.
In advance.
Okay.
I'm gonna let Stubbs start, but one thing that you guys may not know, both of you are in music. Akil actually has a studio, so you need to chat it up after the show is over.
Yes,
See what you guys can do together. But I'll let you go ahead.
You know, I just want to start this show with you guys giving your testimony. Can you give us a quick briefing of how your story began, how your past started?
Sure. Basically, I thank God pretty much had to use me as a testimony. He picked me because I'm strong. I didn't know I was so strong, but in 1991, January 19th, I was at a friend's house playing cards on the floor with maybe 4 other people. The host of the house was upstairs playing for his father's .22 revolver. We did not know. He came downstairs while we was playing cards on the floor, accidentally dropped the gun. The gun went off. I was hit in my right temple, rushed to Children's Hospital in Northeast DC. I spent maybe a couple weeks in a coma, 3 months in Children's or so, 3 months in a rehab hospital. I had to relearn how to walk, talk, all that stuff. Basically, your right side of your brain controls the left side of your body. So it was like I was a stroke victim. I was suffering from left side paralysis. Got out the hospital in June. I went to summer school for the 7th grade. And then after that, my mother enrolled me into a learning disabled school where I spent the 7th, 8th grade, 9th grade or so. And by the time I was in the 10th grade, I went to a mainstream high school, graduated on time, went to college, and came out. And here I am. I mean, I can go on for days with this story.
Doing exceptionally well in a lot of things. Yeah, I mean, you're doing a lot.
Thank you.
And that's good. I don't want to talk too much because our show is about both of you guys. So go ahead and tell them a little bit about you.
Well, you know, I did 17 years incarceration. I caught a homicide when I was 15 years old. I got shot in the process. My brother got shot, and I killed the guy who shot me. And after doing 17 years and coming back, readjusting to society, I started a music label. I got videos. Now I do street politicians, conflict resolution in our neighborhoods because the death rate in DC is just ridiculous. And I got a book that I wrote called Everything I Did Good Was All Bad, telling about the story about how we come out the house doing the opposite, doing wrong, and we think it's right. And I also, I'm a life coach as well. Mentor young youth. And I'm just trying to give back.
You made the news once before about the DC circulator, and they fired you, right?
Yeah.
And you hired yourself after that, didn't you?
Yes.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I forgot to even mention that. I went and got my CDL because the cost of living in DC is so expensive.
Very.
So individuals like me who they stigmatize in society, they give us these labor jobs that's not enough to pay rent, get food, clothing. So I took it upon myself to go obtain my CDL. And I heard Circulator was hiring, and I attended a hiring event at DOES. And upon entering the interview, I passed. They called me to the Century, where I filled out the application. I explained to the lady that I did have a murder charge. It was 22 years old when I was 15 years old. She told me, never mind, don't worry, just be honest on your application, everything. They actually hired me. And upon being a trainee on the bus.
Oh, wait, don't get into, he can't get into the meat and grits just yet.
Okay, don't
get
into that. Don't get into that.
Not the meat and grits just yet.
You know, they both were in the news, and they both are doing great things that's why we had to have them on. Let Misunderstood take over. Go ahead. You go ahead and kick off the interview process.
Well, I guess the one question would be for Akil, how did you how we said that the name of the show or the portion of your segment was going to be My Past is Present. How did you overcome and triumph through everything that you experienced? Cooking, books, poetry, all of that. What was it for you to help you climb over that bridge or jump that rope or whatever analogy you want to use?
Well, at a very young age, God showed me that basically when one door closed, many other doors open. And my mother had to give her like mad kudos because she taught me at a very young age, I am now black and disabled. I have to try 3 times harder than everybody else just to get seen. And at the age of 12 and 13, I didn't really understand that, but it just kept me pushing forward regardless of what was going on. You know, yeah, I couldn't play basketball, football, or baseball anymore, but I started writing a lot, and I used that as my my way to get my point across. I used that as a positive outlet. So I couldn't allow myself to be sad. I couldn't allow myself to think about what I can't do. So it was all about what I can do. And having that positive attitude is what propelled me to where I am now. Never letting anything hold me back. Not what people say, not what the naysayers say, not what the haters say. It was all about just, I got a dream, I'm gonna talk to God, I'm gonna write it down, and let him work out the rest. And that's what happened.
And you started doing a whole lot. You picked up a lot of gifts from age 12 until now because you have so many things that we could have discussed, not to mention the 400 songs that's just sitting and waiting to go out to the world. So you know, your past is your present is great. So moving on to you, Mr. Fox. My question is, what would you say to someone who just say that they can't overcome their past? Because you said that you came out of prison, homicide, and that stigma I'm pretty sure people hold against you all the time. So what do you say to the people that say, I just can't? Because I hear so many guys, when I say, well, go get a job, I can't.
First, you got give yourself a chance. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't give themselves a chance. We so hard on ourselves in our black community, you know. And God gave you the tools. You just gotta go out in the world and carve a space for yourself. You know, you got the eyes, you got the brain, you got the hands. And look at this gentleman right here. You know, he didn't allow nothing. There's no excuse. Now I see people like now. I want to lose weight, so now I'm starting to back my exercise. If you want to see a change, then you got to be that change.
That's good. That's good.
That's it.
That's good.
That is so true. That is so true.
That is. Look, that caught us in looking at each other like, what?
I mean, it is what it is.
That is so true. I think it's definitely important not to put your pain on others or blame others for your pain, because ultimately the Creator gave us the gift of choice. So everything that has happened to us is a choice. But as you said, you turned it around. So why don't you go ahead and let us know what happened on that bus?
Okay. Before I do that, I want to explain this though. With this when they say you're going through something.
Come on now. You're getting ready to go to church. I already know it. Come on.
When they say you're going through something, that's just what it is.
Yeah.
You're not to stay in that place. You're going through it. You see what I'm saying? It's not going to be dark forever. You know what I mean? That's what we get stuck in that place. Oh, I'm going through this, and we put our problems on other people. You know what I'm saying? Instead of just passing through, we already know the question. It's just time to find some answers.
Yes.
You know?
You're going to have me do a lap around this right here. Let me sit down. I'm not in church. Let me sit still.
Okay. During my training with the bus, I obtained my CDL, and I was training for 2 weeks. And I was next to be BTW, which means behind the wheel. A lady suffered a seizure, and I done appropriate steps, picked her up, took her outside so she could get some air, and I bought a bottle of water and flicked it on her till EMT took over for me. And they was concerned about who I was, because during their 9 years, they never had nobody responded the way I did. So they was congratulating me, and I was feeling good. I was kind of emotional because she was, real dehydrated. She was tired, and I'm saying it just looked like worse than what it was, actually. So I went back to Century to write the report up, And I guess the guy, I don't want to say his name, he looked in my file, and I was honest on my application. I said that I did have a murder charge. I was 22 years old as a juvenile. So he called me and said, don't worry about your schedule, come back in tomorrow, come to my office. And I said, is this pertaining to what? He said, I'm not free to speak about that on the telephone. So I already kind of had a feeling I knew what it was, you know what I'm saying? But I still kept my hopes up and said, maybe he gonna give me a reward.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Special.
Yeah, for saving this lady life, you know what I'm saying? Even she said something about it, you know what I'm saying? She spoke on my behalf, like, you know, if it wasn't for me, she could have been brain dead from lack of oxygen, anything.
Or could have been dead.
Yeah, so he called me back, he said, I'm sorry, we're gonna have to part ways. And I said, for what? He said, because you are ex-offender. I said, you serious? He said, I don't make the rules, it's just a policy. I said, well, in my mind, the law precedes policy. And the law is, you know what I'm saying, once you done hired me, you cannot fire me based on my background.
Right.
I said, that has nothing to do with the job.
Right.
You know? He said, well, I'm just, you know, I want you to sign these termination papers. So I said, I appreciate you. Your company is a beautiful company. I like the employees here, but I will have Channel 9 back up here.
I know that's right.
And that's what I did.
I know that's right. And when I read your story, I was a little upset because I said the DC circulator and the transit people should be held accountable because they need to change their policies and procedures because they should know this before they train you and hire you and put you on position. It just seemed like to me they were scared that if this lady was going to sue them or if she was going to bring up a concern, it was easy for them to get rid of you to hide what other problems could come down the line. So
it wasn't even about the lady. It was about me.
Stereotyping.
Stereotyping, being stigmatized with, we don't want this type of individual working for our company. We don't want this person to represent what we stand for. But if I don't save the lady life, that should represent what you stand for.
Right.
There, you see what I'm saying?
Right, but you know, the devil is busy, like they say, the blessing and the curse. You get one good, you get one bad, and people stereotyping, which goes into my question for you. You know, people probably look at you and they probably say, oh, he has a handicap or a disability, but from your stance and me knowing you, I don't see that. I see this strong, educated black brother doing positive things. What is your definition of a handicap or disability? Is there a difference?
There is not a difference. Disability defined within our civil rights statutes is basically a limitation in a major life function, right? So that's the simplest way to define a disability. With that, I don't see myself with a disability. Maybe the world does, and that just means I have to try a little hard to get their attention. That's it. So, you know, it can have a negative effect, a negative stigma. It affected me when I was younger, but like trying to go through the dating scene and all that, you know, 15, 17, 18. But once I got about 25, I stopped caring. Like, you know, basically you get a dream and you put blinders on like a thoroughbred horse does for a race. And once you get focused on that goal, you just keep going. And that's what I had to do in every facet of my life. I mean, you know, I could get stuck thinking about all the things that went wrong, but I chose not to do that. You know, I chose to write a plan down, talk to God, say, hey, yo, this is what I want to do. And he just filled in the blanks. You know, I gave the outline, and he gave me the A, B, 1, 2, 3 points, and the rest is history. You know what I'm saying? So like, I went through a process where I tried to get on like rapping and try to do music and try to get signed. I didn't get signed, no problem. So I started my own record label. So, you know, record labels didn't want to sign me, so I signed myself. That's it. That's it. That's it. That's the best
I know that's right. I know that's right. Folks, this is MixxHER, and if you would like to sponsor our show, remember you can email us at MixxHER@gmail.com. So go ahead, Miss Understood.
Yeah, I just wanted to know, for any one of you gentlemen, with you having the different backgrounds, but one thing that you share is being an African-American male, okay? So how do you feel, especially in 2016, that the stigma is on African-American men with your background and then with your background? And we already know that you guys overcome everything, but how do you feel about the stigma now, especially with the police shootings and everything else that's going on?
Right. Well, right now in society, what's going on is majority part of society in our community has become lethargic, you know what I'm saying? And that's because of the lack of education. And ignorant is not a bad word, it just means unaware. You know, when we fail to, you know, educate ourselves, we become victims of stigmatism, you know? I think that that's what street politics is about, going to neighborhoods, solving conflict resolution, you know, getting them to put the guns down and an alternative to violence, or pick up a book education-wise, take them to some places, you know what I'm saying, Tuskegee Institution, let them see our giants, you know, some Booker T. Washington, George Washington Carver, you know, let them see people who came before us who made it, and the story of Booker T. Washington is amazing.
Right. Akil?
I had to concur, but in addition to education is self-empowerment. So it's like, you know, you could think about all the stuff that's wrong, you can think about what other people think of you, but you had to know what you want to do first. And once you are aware of that goal or whatever the case may be, you see the challenges aren't really challenges anymore. They're just hurdles you have to jump. And when life is deemed down to just hurdles, stigmas can't hold you back. Whether you black, white, yellow, brown, green, blue, it doesn't matter. Can't nothing get in your way if you got a plan and a goal and the passion to go get it.
No excuses. That's what it is. No excuses, because here you have two brothers, two men in general, who have issues. I'm not going to say issues, trials, obstacles that they face in their teen years. They got back up. Society tried to stop them. The heck with that. They did their own thing. And that's how you got to be sometimes. You have to do your own thing and start your own business. So, you know, if life is coming at you, do your own thing, which takes me into our topic today, which is the past is your present. How would you say your past built you for your today?
Well, my past molded me to be the man I am today, because without those trials and tribulations, I wouldn't know what it would be like to struggle. You know, once upon a time I was homeless, you know, slept in the back of my car. You know, that taught me a lesson. That taught me how to survive, you know. You know, I mean, your past defines you, but it does define mold your character, but it doesn't define the person you are. You know what I'm saying, to the day, because like I said, I was 15 when I committed my act.
What about you?
I look at it like the past basically gave me the courage and the strength to be the man that I am today. So like without my past, without my struggles, I wouldn't know what a struggle is. You know what I mean? So it'd been like I was born with a silver spoon in my mouth. But during the hardships that I had to face, it taught me to be the man that I am today. It molded me and shaped me to be a better person. And that's how you have to look at your bad past. Use it as something, as a tool to build yourself up.
Exactly.
It can't be a weight holding you down. It has to be a tool to build you up.
That's right.
Okay.
Well, we thank you guys for being a guest on today's show.
I appreciate
Thank you guys for talking with our audience.
Anytime.
Folks, we're going to make sure you get you all the media connects. Matter of fact, go ahead really quick. We got 30 seconds. Drop your media connect. Hurry up really quick.
Facebook, Akil Johnson, Fun Factory Entertainment, Killer Beats Productions, funfactory.org, Fun Factory Entertainment Instagram.
Go ahead.
Jonathan Fox on Facebook and Fox Trap 08 on Instagram, and Street Politicians on Twitter.
All right, guys, you know what time it is.
Yeah, we're getting ready for Akil. He's going to exit the stage now, so he can get ready to do his poem as we close out the show. But while you can go ahead and go. While he's leaving, we're about to get into Consider This. Now, you guys know, I can't even find my prop.
I'm ready to be considered, because you know it's something to be considered.
Wait, what happened to it?
Is it on your side right there?
Oh, God. Okay, I was wondering what this was. All right, so if you guys want to sponsor any of our segments, just email us at MixxHER@gmail. It's just that simple, and you can become a sponsor for any of our products. So for this particular one, I have mascara. Now, what do you normally use mascara for?
Put on my eyebrows, my eyelashes.
Ladies, no longer. Now you can use mascara. Eyebrows, okay? I'm gonna have to bring me a mirror. Next show, I'm gonna have a mirror so I can see myself, because I'm gonna draw all on my face. However, if you ever tried this at home, you can always check it out on YouTube, but you can be able to put it on instead of using the pencil, and it comes out a lot more natural looking than it does when you actually use a pencil. And for all of us women that are eyebrow impaired or whatever they call it, then that's exactly what you use. So I drew mine on earlier, but I can't see now. But get you some mascara. Get the $1 one. Don't get the $7 one. Get the $1 one in order to use, because it's the mascara on the inside is lighter.
All right, folks, that has been another segment of
like, what?
Consider This. No, I'm going to go buy me some brown and put it on. Folks, you have been in the mix with MixxHER, and we're going to let Akil Johnson take this show out. Remember, sponsor Consider This, MixxHER@gmail.com. We're out.
This is a short poem I wrote titled Fallen Angel. Who helps a fallen angel at the earth shatter her wings? Who helps her breathe again? Who nurtures her heart and soul? No one wants to help a fallen angel. As the angel lies on the ground with her face bruised and her spirits down, she wants to attempt to fly. Suddenly, she lost the urge to try, but she fed up with being abused, so she lies there, battered and bruised. People pray for angels to rescue them from the pain they sustain, from deadly stress or strain, from broken hearts to broken bones. But who rescues the fallen angel when she's hurting all alone? Who tries to caress her soul? Who reinstalls faith to make her whole? Fallen angel.